only 2 months away from the possibility of Virgil van Dijk, Mohamed Salah, and Trent Alexander-Arnold discussing lucrative free transfers with overseas clubs. The high-profile trio are all out of contract at the end of this season in summer 2025, with the club having no success thus far in signing any of them to new terms. Salah, meanwhile, joined in 2017 and is the club's top earner. However, despite his consistency in front of goal, the club are yet to agree a fresh deal with the Egyptian king. It's no secret that Saudi Arabian clubs would dearly love to make Salah the face of their league, and should negotiations drag on into the new year, then Liverpool will have serious competition in renewing Salah for another contract. Alexander-Arnold, the youngest of the trio at 26, had been earmarked as a potential captain of the future, but he remains a top priority of Real Madrid. The 15-time European champions are facing a period without their first-choice right-back Dani Carvajal, and could opt to offer Liverpool a cash sum in order to snare the England international in the winter transfer window. Trent rejects several contract attempts. A new report in Sport, meanwhile, claims that Paris Saint-Germain are now rivaling Los Blancos for Trent, with a plan in place to field the defender in tandem with Achraf Hakimi down the right-hand side. In the same report, however, there is a bombshell dropped with the revelation that Trent has already turned down several attempts by Liverpool to renew his contract. His recent media appearances have sent shudders down Liverpool supporters' spines, with indications suggesting that he is ready to walk away next summer. His renewal was previously described as a priority for sporting director Richard Hughes, who has been so far unsuccessful in making it happen. These are crucial weeks for Liverpool and their attempts to seal deals for perhaps their most important 3 players. And if the reports from Sport are accurate, hopes might well be fading of getting a new contract signed by Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool supporters got to see their full squad on show during Wednesday night's win over Brighton. Arne Slot has so far rotated between a fairly regular group of players, with the same pool of 13 or 14 usually starting games. Wednesday was different. With mounting injury problems, Slot was forced to bring in a couple of his Liverpool squad who have barely played at all this season. There were first starts of the campaign for Vítězslav Jaros and Tyler Morton, while 4 more players were on the team sheet for only the second time in 2024-25. It has surely been a frustrating time for those Liverpool players, and some will be left wondering exactly when their next chance will be. And as it turns out, one of them in particular was unwilling to wait around on the bench last summer. Despite the relatively impressive nature of Wednesday's win, there weren't too many standout performers for Liverpool. There was certainly at least one, though, with Jaros impressing Slot on his full Liverpool debut. The Liverpool head coach told LFC TV after the game that he had thought the 23-year-old was outstanding between the sticks and with the ball at his feet. It was an important performance from Jaros, who has now played twice for the Liverpool senior team. The Czech Republic international is clearly a very promising goalkeeper. As a result, it's understandable that he wants more than being third choice at Anfield. And according to The Athletic, Jaros actually held a desire to leave Liverpool in the summer transfer window just gone. They claim that the young keeper even asked to leave the Reds, but the club stood firm and have now seemingly been justified in their decision. As Jaros's display at the Amex signaled, Liverpool's goalkeeping department is incredibly strong. Not only do they have Alisson Becker, Kauman Kelleher, and Jaros, but the Reds are also due to welcome Georgi Mamardashvili in 2025. Jaros has shown why Kelleher will be allowed to leave, but with Mamardashvili set to arrive, his position as third choice won't change. Consequently, it feels very likely that Jaros's wish to leave will be granted along with Kelleher's next summer. That could still be on loan, mind you. There is a possibility that 2025/26 is Alisson's last season at Liverpool, and if the Brazilian does go, then Mamardashvili will obviously replace him. The Georgian will need a number 2, though, and perhaps Jaros will still be around to plug that hole. Trent Alexander-Arnold's Liverpool contract is due to expire at the end of the season, and the odds of the defender staying at Anfield are slimming by the day. Real Madrid have been strongly linked with a move for Alexander-Arnold, with the England international seemingly set to move to the La Liga giants in 2025, joining the likes of Jude Bellingham and Kylian Mbappé in the Spanish capital. With Martin Keown saying Alexander Arnold has improved at Liverpool this season, the Reds are losing one of their star players at the worst possible time, with the England international a fullback who could be impossible to replace. Yet Liverpool seem to have found their top target to replace Alexander Arnold. Jeremy Frimpong identified by Liverpool as top Alexander Arnold replacement. According to Caught Offside, Jeremy Frimpong has been highlighted by Liverpool as their top target to replace Alexander Arnold, with the brilliant Bayer Leverkusen defender someone who Arne Slot is keen to work with. The former Celtic right-back was instrumental for Xabi Alonso last season in the German side's historic Bundesliga and DFB Pokal winning campaign, with Leverkusen losing just one game in all competitions in the UEFA Europa League final. Frimpong has been linked with a move to Liverpool and is a player who could end up in the Premier League next year, having come through Manchester City's academy before heading to Scotland and then Leverkusen. And next summer could see Liverpool win the race for Frimpong, who at 23 years old could be the ideal long-term replacement for Alexander Arnold despite how different the two fullbacks are. Whilst Alexander Arnold is regarded as a unique right-back with some of the best passing in world football, Frimpong is viewed more as a winger-turned-fullback, with the Leverkusen star known for his blistering pace and eye for goal. And as per the pair's stats since the start of last season, Frimpong would offer something very different for Liverpool if Slot were to bring the defender to Anfield to replace Alexander Arnold in the summer. However, with Mohamed Salah also potentially leaving, Frimpong's goals and assists down the right could be needed to make up for the Egyptian international's departure, especially with Alexander Arnold also heading out.